Hello, everybody. This is Elena Albert. I'm just catching up on some stuff. I'd like to talk about something about my angel's journey. It's a story that came out in the Bible to me when I was 27. And this is just basically me going out through my life, hearing stories and stuff like that, and talking about them and how I can relate to them, of course. The Lilith story, of course, is out there, and of course everyone believes it's real, and it's a bad thing. She's bad. But Lilith was the first, to me, if I were to flip it into a positive, Lilith was the first sister of Adam. So, of course, she would not presume the position because she wasn't ready for that, you know. So, of course, take a rib from Adam, make him his want, make him want his wants, you know, like him wants it, you know, that way. So it's like, it's more him messing with himself, but not really, because she's a spirit as well as took the extra armor, the extra rib, to take that moment for him to be everything he wants. And it's not that Eve was, you know, pulled like a puppet or anything. It was more like she understood. If her spirit couldn't understand, then she wasn't going to go. Then they'd have to make him another one and another one and another one. So it would be like, okay, this will work, because she processed it. Eve processed it and was like, okay, I'll do it. But only for this commitment. You know what I mean? Only for this commitment where it's just me and him committing. And of course, the apple and stuff like that. I don't know anything about that story. All I know is that I was a ram in a past life. You know, like, it sounds crazy, past lives. Like, what do you mean by past life? Like this year, last year, or the year before? No, it's more like you've lived more than once and you know about it. So it's like, why not talk about it? Because, you know, there's some people out there that don't remember their past lives. And it's like, waking people up is okay, because we're going to make it to this life that we want, which is peace. Hopefully electric only, paying only electric. That would be great, instead of rent, you know, because electric should cost more than rent, and it's cost less than rent. So why not have less rent to pay? You know what I mean? So it's like, you win-win with electric, because everything's got to be turned on. And with just rent, you're just renting out your home that your ancestors, you know, had. You know, anybody, just because they're brand new and remodeled and all that stuff, doesn't mean that that land was never somebody's in our family. It doesn't matter. Just because it's under a new ownership doesn't mean that it's not our home. Just because the bones are buried under there don't mean that it's not ours. So, yes. About the slavery and stuff, like, I don't know much about that, other than, you know, I loved the story of the slave that saved other slaves. Got them killed in the end, some of them. But that was only because they kept getting scared and running off. She didn't kill them. She just didn't have time to go back for them and stuff like that, because she's trying to get as many out as possible. So it's like, if they want to go back, they can go back to that life, you know, and hopefully they won't get killed. That's what she's hoping. Hopefully they won't get killed for trying to run off. Hopefully they'll make it back in time. I forget the name of that person, but she was a great slave, and she died recently, I think, a few years ago. So what if I'm not politically correct or anything, but everyone knows this story, so why not describe it as a story where people can understand, oh, you mean like this, and be okay with it. Like, so what if you have to remind someone of a name? I mean, it's never really a problem to me, like, unless, you know, it's really important and you have to remember it. They consider her very important. Yes, she's very important, and I remembered her name for a long time, and I just currently forgot because I have, like, some type of block going on. And some blocks are okay because she doesn't want to be talked about. Just, like, at the right place at the right time with the right people, you will know that there are people that understand. Like, sometimes they just want you to guess, you know. I mean, I don't want you to guess, but whatever's in the moment wants you to guess, because it's not right now. I've been doing a lot of work trying to get my blogs up. So it's like, it's okay. They'll understand. That's what I got to keep telling myself. They'll understand what you mean. And if not, then they're going to have to do some more research themselves, you know? So there's no reason to judge anything. So this is my dress, my earth dress. I love this dress. I love wearing it. Only because, like, it just makes me feel comfortable. Not only does it make me feel comfortable, but it makes me feel like myself, like I can be in my earth dress, like I'm in my earth dress. And it would be great to show it off to people and stuff like that, you know, so everyone can have their own earth dress on their earth days where they're feeling cool, calm, and collected. Sometimes mine might switch up to a spunky dress where it's like glitter or whatever, but it's just how you feel that day. For me, I wanted to give you a good look at this dress and like know that, you know, water's at the bottom, but at the same time it could rise to the top, and you don't really want some waters to rise to the top. So yeah, there can be prevention of anything to happen, you know what I mean? Like if you kill the wrong person, you know, and then all of a sudden a catastrophic event happens, you know, it's like that kind of stuff. You don't really want to kill nobody. Like, you want to hold the stars up, hold the water back, hold the fire back, make sure that it doesn't ignite and stuff like that, and make sure that the earth is comfortable and not uncomfortable, because it will act up. Like, what the fuck? That was my last piece. That was my good piece. You know, like the earth is like its own checkerboard or a chessboard. You have to move in the right directions. You got to have the right opponents on it, or catastrophic events happen. You gotta be at the right place at the right time with the right people and believe it. The believing part, you just gotta believe it. Just because you're in an area where there's a lot of killing doesn't mean that it's gonna happen to you. So you gotta stay focused and stay prepared and stay aware that nothing's gonna happen to you. And if something does, it's just a moment that, you know, it's just a moment in your life where your time is up. It's time to rest. But you can fight it too. You can always fight. Not a lot of people want to fight all their lives, you know, so stop fighting. Just be like, okay, well, I guess I'll take the cuffs, I'll take this, I'll take that. But at the same time, I know I'm innocent. I know I didn't do anything wrong. I'll go to a place where I'm comfortable. I'll get the time that I need. Some people got many years for doing constant things. And it's not just like looking down on them. It's more like, what did you learn? Have you learned anything? You gotta learn things in this life. If you don't want to keep going to jail and you don't want those years and you don't want people having to know those years that you got, don't do the stuff that's getting you in trouble. I know it may suck, but you find another way to be, you know, to find your own place or someone else's place. But don't start any trouble. You know, like, care about the people that you're with. You let them know, like, you know, I'm not going to destroy your home. I'm not going to do this. I'm going to make sure to pick up after myself. I mean, I know not a lot of people want to do that. They want to live the rock star life, but that's not a rock star life, because you got to be a rock star. If you're a rock for somebody, you're a star for somebody. So when you're in those places, you treat it right. As welcoming as the person is, you treat it right. Even if you accidentally spill something and the person's like, it's okay, continue to focus on making sure you don't spill again. Don't not focus, because, you know, it's going to be okay. And it's like, yo, if it constantly happens, I'm going to have freaking problems in my home. You know, not problems like that. Like, I'm going to have stains and stuff like that. Like, I have to clean out. I mean, in our home, in this earth, everything should be paid electric. Pay electric. That's it. I would sign that petition. Where if you just pay electric and not rent. Because nobody owns this earth. because what's built on it is us. We're all built on it too. Even if, like, women have to go through work carrying babies. So why not pay just electric? Why do you have to turn the electric up just because they're not paying rent? There's no reason for it. The money will still be there. You'll still have money. You'll still have an economy. Just pay electric the same way we pay electric now, which is cheap. Have deals. Have ways of helping people not pay too much. We could do it. Everybody's got a home. And if they have to be arrested in their home, they have to be at house arrest. That's how it feels. It's like, stay at your home. No more trouble. I mean, that's the kind of stuff that's important. You kill the wrong person, the wrong opponent in the life, catastrophic events happen. So it's crazy, right? So let's stop killing and let's start living. Everyone knows how to die, but nobody knows how to live. So living is supposed to be cheap and okay. I gotta go, y'all. Have a good one.